What's up, word nerds? It is Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022. Almost another 2222 day like we had in February, except it's March, so it's the third month. But still, welcome to Puzzle with me. My name is Lawrence, and I'm going to solve today's New York Times crossword. This is by Adam Wagner today. If you want to follow along, you can see the clues that I'm looking at highlighted in blue. And whoa, look at this. Whoa. What an interesting grid just right out the bat. Opening it up, we've got two magnets here with two unchecked squares with circles around them. I'm going to guess, just right off the bat, because of the magnets, I'm going to guess that one of those circled letters is an N for north and one is an S for south, like the opposite ends of a magnet. And there's going to be something about like poles or opposites attracting or something like that. It's a guess, but I'm going to call it right now and see if that comes up. Okay, prepared with up. Snake in ancient Egyptian art, asp. Crowdsourced map app is Waze. Final syllable of a word in linguistics. Singer Rawls. Wide-eyed with wonder. Agog, maybe. Oxymoronic stage name for the DJ Norman Cook. Puddle jumper. Oh, no, for a DJ. I was going to say Biggie Smalls. Is that like his real name? But no, DJ. So no. Puddle jumper. Puddle jumper? Fooey to Shakespeare. Phi, maybe? Frontiersman Wyatt. Admit with up. Own up. Fess up. Rashida Jones's role on Parks and Recreation is Anne. Unquestioning followers in slang. I was going to say devotees, but that's not slang. First three words famously said by Kamala Harris to Joe Biden upon winning the 2020 election. Is it "we did it"? I don't know. Gradually increased. Okay, before I go on, I'm gonna look at the down clues to see if we can fill in some of this stuff. Breakfast appliance is a waffle iron. Waffle iron. Shook on, agreed to. Places where you might find okapis and news, besides crossword puzzles, is zoos. And eggs Benedict, so the frog was the puddle jumper. Okay. 7 down. Deity of Islam, Allah. Fancy evening party, a soiree. And lifted weights, informally pumped iron. Ooh, double iron. Oh, and right at the ends of the magnet. Look at that. There's iron stuck to the magnets. Oh, that's great. That's great. I mean, I love a visual gag in a crossword. This is going to be iron, isn't it? Iron something. Debris from wielding or power drilling. Iron shavings or something like that. And this will be iron also. Iron Maiden. Awesome. Okay, and then we have those first three words. It is "we did it," isn't it? 6-line stanza is a sestet, I think. Sheeple, unquestioning followers. Newspaper parts. Abbreviated. It's gonna be something. Should be. Am I the problem here? Is it me? Okay, gradually increase. Edged up, maybe? Actress Uma Thurman, yeah. According to is purr, and that's a roar. Sound likely not made by a Tyrannosaurus Rex, despite what Jurassic Park would have you believe. Okay. Fat Boy Slim is this DJ's name. Let's see. Let's go to one across first. Belly laugh is guffaw. Julia Louis-Dreyfus role is Elaine. Go to is attend. Ribeye steak. Punk offshoot is emo. And word with latter or red letter day. Oddly, coincidentally, I had never heard the idiom of red letter day before. Today. today I heard it, I think, for the first time. I had never heard of a red letter day before, but I was listening to a podcast earlier and they mentioned it, and I was like, what is that? And I looked it up, and lo and behold, it is here. There is a, this is just a sidetrack, but there is a phenomenon. I don't know the name of it, but there's some like psychological phenomenon that like once you learn something new, you'll start seeing it everywhere. There is a name for it, but I can't remember. Anyways, hard to find game cards in collector's lingo, rares, I guess. Vaccine approver in brief. Oh, it's the FDA, isn't it? So it was not what I thought it was. It was not North and South for polls. Darn. But still, this is a cool theme. Movie theater reproof. Shh. In other words, Kindle purchases or ebooks. Streaming service rebranded is HBO Go. I hadn't thought of it that way. Is G, maybe? Oh, FE for iron, the periodic symbol for iron. Okay, singularity oneness. Enter gingerly as a hot tub. Ease in, maybe? Few and far between, seldom. Slowly phase out in lingo. The Simpsons storekeeper is a poo, so it is not seldom. San Jose. Sparse for few and far between. Slowly phase out. Sunset, maybe? Act as a go-between. And object represented visually twice is a magnet. Stately tree is elm. Actress long, I think, is Nia Long. At mark as a verb. At mark as a verb, what does that mean? Ones with minority views are dissenters. Oh, tag? Liaise, yeah, okay. Interesting, okay. Look for yourself. Go see. Before poetically is air, and when double, the 2020s dance fad is the nay. New York City, where Mark Twain is buried. I don't know that. Reassuring words after a fall. I'm okay. Okay. Gentleman in Spanish. New York City. Don't know that. Okay. Birth control option. What is that thing called? I forget. Okay. Reverberate is echo. Mentalist power ESP. Third letter in an alphabet song C. Welcomed at the door, seen in. Fragrance. Perfume. It's an IUD, I want to say. Judge Judy title, her honor. What is this? Iron filing. Debris from wheel. Yeah. And Hidalgo? Elmira. Hidalgo? Maybe? Vodka brand that sounds like a toast. Skull. It may cover a cut, a scab. Icy hazard at sea is a berg. Oodles is a ton. Kate and can I? There it is. Boom. Cool little theme. Not tricky at all, but a visual gag is always fun in a crossword puzzle because you don't see them that often. Recently, I can think of the pachinko one that stands out in my brain. I think that was that this past Sunday or two? I think that was 2 Sundays ago. The pachinko one, which was just chef's kiss. This one, as it's a Tuesday, smaller puzzle, like you can't fit as much in there. But I do love the visual gag here. Iron stuck to the ends of 2 magnets in this puzzle, and then we have unchecked squares being Fe for iron, also stuck to the magnets. And that's great. I mean, that's just really fun. I would have loved to see a little more, if possible, just a little more like oomph to the theme. I think that's plenty. We even have we finish the puzzle with magnet at the very last clue as well, so that's a nice little way to finish it as well. But it's just fun, it's cute. Yeah. I think as I'm gonna do what I always do and nitpick the puzzle a bit. I think this puzzle has a bit too much of like this, like, we did it, is it me, I'm okay, can I? There's like a bit too much crossover with like some of these phrases, like the it's there, we did it, me, I, like, if possible, I think we always, you know, as constructors, and you know, I'm not trying to include myself as like a professional constructor or anything, but just like I dabble, you know, or I have dabbled, and I feel like it's a good kind of rule that if possible, you want to avoid using the same word twice. And I, even though it's a single letter, like to have it as it is the same word. It's referring to the self, as well as me is very close, and it there. So if I'm being nitpicky, I don't love the inclusion of all of those. That being said, they are good phrases. Each one of them individually, I think, is a good phrase and a good answer. You know, they're fine by themselves, but just the fact that they're all in here together seems a bit much. Were there any others? There's no, I think that was it, maybe. For some reason I felt like ease in doubled up with something, but maybe that's just in my mind, and because I don't actually see what it doubled up, what it duped. So maybe not, maybe it's fine. But yeah, great theme, really fun little visual gag, and you know, it just makes you happy. It just makes you smile, you know? I love that. Each of these themed entries also are great. Waffle iron, pumped iron, Iron Maiden, and iron filing. All kind of different uses of the word iron too, which is really a nice touch. You know, this iron here, and like, I suppose this pumping iron, the iron in this phrase maybe refers to the actual metal. I guess Iron Maiden does too, but like, never mind. I guess they all, technically a waffle iron also probably refers to the metal as well, but they feel like they're used in different ways, you know, because like one is the name of an actual item, one is like an idiomatic expression, one is the name of a band, and one is like an actual piece of iron. So it's using, I suppose the iron is referencing the metal in each one of these, but like the phrase itself is using the word iron in different ways. So that's a nice touch as well. Gotta give props for that. That's great. I'll be back tomorrow to do the Wednesday puzzle. So if you haven't already, do please hit the subscribe button, and you can be notified when a new video goes up. And do please give this video a thumbs up if you don't mind, because that helps the channel get discovered. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Happy March 22nd. Bye-bye.